guys, happy Tuesday evening to you. 6:32 on us in the Midwest. I that went off the rails. I don't know.
Wow.
Take two.
All right. Bam. Take
Thank you.
two.
Hey everybody, welcome to Paranormal Among Us. Happy Tuesday. All that other fun stuff. How in the world is everybody doing? Natalie, how are you doing, young lady?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I am awesome. I'm tired, but I'm awesome. You know why?
Why's that?
We had a freaking awesome weekend
Yes,
this
we
past weekend.
did. Oh my
Um,
God. One of the
yeah,
best weekends.
it really was. I mean, and you know what? I was just thinking this. So the first, of course, we're talking about the Crossing Realms conference. We're going to talk a
Hmm.
little bit about it tonight. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail. Hey, Jojo, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it. Just that we had such a great time. But I wanted to share this picture that I took. Please hold.
Hmm. Do,
So,
do, do, do. Oh, okay, go ahead. Please,
oh, wait.
please
Oh, there we
proceed.
go. So,
Okay.
unfortunately, I guess I should just put it on StreamYard. Hang on a second.
Okay. All right. So, anyway, we had a fantastic time. Got to see so many people that we haven't seen that we've only met online, and that was phenomenal.
Mhm.
And we had a whole lot of fun each and every night. And thank you, Gary, so much. We
Gary, thank you,
appreciate
sir.
you.
Before we go any further, hang on, I have something on here. See this stick here? This is Gary Spike's famous walking stick.
Hmm.
It is freaking amazing. He gave it to me for my birthday. Gary, I appreciate it. It was awesome meeting you. I feel like everybody that we met,
Yeah.
I feel like I've known forever. And, it's just, we saw Jilly there. Oh, yeah. Hi, Jilly. How you doing? It's great to see
Y-
you. And we just, like we were old friends.
Yeah, truly. I mean, hanging out, just having fun, talking. And it was like we've known everybody forever, which was so cool.
Right. Right. And we had such a great time. So let me, um, so the first event that we had, there. First event that we had was the post pre party. Every conference has a post party. We had a pre party. Oh shoot! It won't. Well, you know what? I'm just going to show it on my phone.
Okay.
It'll take forever. We'll be halfway through the show
Yeah. Yeah.
by the time, and we got a lot to talk about tonight. So it had just rained a lot that day. I mean, it was a downpour.
Hmm.
We had to stop by Walmart to pick something up. I can't remember what we got, but it was just, we walked out of there and it was just pouring. Hey, Jenny. And Amy Creel's here. Hey, Amy. We met Amy too.
Yeah.
And it was just a downpour. Walking from the store to the car was just a mess.
Oh yeah. We were
So,
we were soaked.
yeah. Yeah. So it stopped raining. We get to the ranch. I can't remember the name of the ranch. Do you
I
remember the
just
name
call
of
it
the
the
ranch?
ranch. I
The
do
ranch.
have the name of it. I will look it up while you're doing your thing.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
so I look out the back of the ranch, and this is a really cool. It was kind of almost in a refurbished barn and stuff. We had some really cool stuff in there, and I look out, Big River Ranch. Thank you,
Big.
Pancho.
Yep, that's what it is.
Can you see that?
No, up closer. There it is. Now we can see it.
There was a double
That is
rainbow
beautiful.
on the first night of our conference activities. Is that a sign?
That was amazing. Okay, it went
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
That
Just
was
shut up.
that sky was absolutely
Mhm.
breathtaking with the rainbows, and then all of a sudden the sunset, which somebody captured a picture of the sunset that was just, I mean, I've been to
Mhm.
Key West during the sunset and it didn't even touch it. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. And the whole area up there is just amazing.
Mhm.
And I mean,
Yeah.
it was so cool. It was so
Yeah.
cool. And then
That barn was great. The whole ranch had just a cool vibe to it,
Mhm.
and, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
Lots of fun,
we
and
went in.
karaoke, and a bonfire, and
Did you get up and sing karaoke?
I did.
I didn't see you.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes. You came up with us. You were
Oh,
making fun of me. You were standing right behind me making fun of me.
that doesn't sound like something that I would do.
Oh, yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
Okay, so maybe it is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. You were singing with the girls,
Yeah,
and it
with
was what song were you singing? It was
don't hand me no lines and keep
Keep
your
Your
hands to
Hands to Yourself.
yourself.
No, that wasn't it. It
That
was
was one
something
of
that
them.
had a I don't know. No, T-Bone, we didn't have any UFO signings, unfortunately.
Mm-mm.
Jim Powell's here. Hey, Jim.
Jim, great to see you,
Okay.
or see you
All right.
in the
See
chat.
your name. See your name
See
scroll
your
scroll
name.
through. Um, we had some activity in there. There was a bunkhouse,
Mm-hmm.
or no, a bunk room, and we went in there, and you got something right off the bat. Then Julie went in there,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a spirit of a little girl, or no,
Little
little
boy.
boy,
Little boy.
and then my grandpa showed up, so
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Um, Double rainbows symbolically is often interpreted as a powerful omen of hope, good luck, transformation, and new beginnings, great fortune, and positive change on the horizon.
Hey, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it
That
was,
was right over all of us. It was beautiful.
yeah,
And the moment I walked in that room, I felt a presence. And I'm sitting there, and I believe you, Paul, you took a picture to see, and that whole area beside me, that which was a bunk bed, was
hmm,
completely black
yeah,
where I felt
yeah,
the energy. And then
yeah,
we brought Jilly in, and she was talking to Ethan, the little boy.
yeah. And I have all the pictures. I haven't really gone through them. I'm looking at the pictures of you on a step there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really see. I haven't really had a chance to look at much of anything. Took a bunch of videos. We had the conference, and the conference was amazing. So it the meet and greet was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had a bunch of people there. Had some Miguel Ramirez gave a talk, and he did a fantastic job. Apparently,
Yes,
this
he
was
did.
his first public speaking event, and you could tell he was very nervous.
Yeah.
But you get nervous, and as you go on, you get more confident. And he did great,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and it
I
showed.
think, yeah, he had the jitters for the first couple of minutes, and then all of a sudden it was just a normal conversation, and he did
Yeah,
fantastic. And for public speaking, it can be really nerve-wracking,
yeah,
especially you're up there and you want to remember everything and all of your cues, and even the best of the best can mess up. And he did a phenomenal job.
hmm, yeah. Barbara Mora is in chat, and I want to show her this. She,
Oh,
I'm hiding. She made this little Bigfoot charm or
yeah.
thingy. It is really cool, and I have it here on my microphone. I need to find a better place to put it though. It doesn't show up. It just looks like there's a paperclip hanging from my keychain. For my keychain, from my mic. So,
Yep.
but I don't know. It'll be there. It'll be there. So what else? The conference. We had Dave Glidden showed a video, his documentary at the meet and greet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was very good. I need to get him
Yes.
on and talk to him about that. So, we
Yes.
made a lot of great connections there.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, well, we have Miguel coming on next Tuesday, and a bunch of others I'm going to have on, I'm sure. And then the conference went fantastic. Unfortunately, I was outside most of the time. I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time in listening to the speakers.
Yeah.
So it was tough to do one or the other. But we were all outside hanging out, having a great time. Hats off to Barbara from coming all the way from California, Brent coming
Yes.
from Idaho, 23 hours in the car.
Crazy.
That
That's
is
awesome.
awesome.
Thank you.
And we had one young lady come up to us. Remember what was her name? Laura,
Oh,
I think her name was.
that
Um,
was
she
Phenomenal.
she comes up, and I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was along the lines of she watches all of us, and it's just fantastic. She just what was it? She was in a
So
retirement home, or
she lives way out, like way out in the boonies, and they get sporadic internet,
Mhm.
and there's not a lot of things for her to do all the way out there. So part of what she loves to do is to watch the podcasts, and she feels such a connection, and she looks forward to watching the podcasts and having this phenomenal experience. And she just wanted to come, and she traveled with her family to say thank you and to meet all of us and to have this great connection. And it was such an honor to speak to her.
Yeah, it was. And Amy, I'm taking a picture of this, and I'm going to send this to Brent. I don't know if Brent's watching or not. I don't know if he's back home yet or not. But yes, I agree. He's just as nice in person as he is on his show, and he has a beautiful family. Yes, he does.
Yes.
Hey, Boondock. So Josh, Mr. Casto or Castro, BMR. He was there, and he had some of his artwork that he was giving out.
Yes.
And I got this.
I love that.
I thought that
You
was
want
so
to talk
cool.
about, he is such a talented man.
Yeah, he
Incredibly
drew this all by
talented.
hand, and a lot of the other stuff that was there was just amazing. Josh, this is going to go right over here on this wall underneath this dolphin picture. So
Yeah,
it's
truly a talent.
I need to get one of those bracket things here and a nail. Currently, my garage is filled with Halloween boxes.
Or you can get that double-sided tape.
I never
The
have good luck. I have
rim.
never have luck with that.
Really?
Yeah, it always ends up falling. So I'm not.
Okay.
John
All right.
Temprine is here. How you doing, John? Let's see. And then, so after the conference, we had the ghost hunt. Now, we're not going to go into a whole lot of detail about the ghost hunt because this Saturday, and Natalie, I think I asked you, I can't remember if I asked you this or not.
Yeah.
If you're free, come on next Saturday. Did I ask
Yep.
you that already? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you did. You did. I said I'd be there.
Okay. So it shows how much I pay attention to things.
Right.
I didn't have my post-it
Pink Post-it
notes.
notes. Yeah.
I didn't have my pink post-it notes to.
Nope.
Anyway,
Yep.
we're gonna, like I said, I haven't had a chance to look at the footage. I downloaded a bunch of it to the computer today. I have a bunch of stuff that I had on my camera that I need to put on the computer and just kind of look at it and edit some stuff down. A few of them were like 23 minutes long that we did. But the ghost hunt was just fantastic. We got a lot of great stuff, and
Yeah.
it was everything that I kind of wanted to. And you actually really surprised me, Natalie. I wasn't sure. Thank you, T-Bone.
Hey, T-Bone, thank you.
5 members.
Woohoo!
Appreciate you. Awesome. Mickey left the pink post-it notes on my door of the hotel room. JoJo's a member. Awesome.
Yay.
Pancho got gifted a membership. Squirrel.
Yeah.
What the hell was I going with this?
You were said that I surprised you.
You surprised you. You were actually nice. No, I'm kidding. That's not what.
What?
That's not where I was going. Just want to make sure you're awake.
What? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
But I could do this.
Well, you put my hair. I'm having a hair day where it's like Rosanna Dana, so it's actually tucked up, so it's not like this. And so he put my hair in the green room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I had a bad hair day too. That's why I have this thing on. And so, Amy, Natalie and Paul, you both look so rested. Oh, I'm exhausted still.
I had to take a nap today after work. I was dead tired, and I'm chugging my mushroom coffee.
Yeah.
So that's what's keeping me going.
I've had 4 cups of coffee today. I've had 4 cups of coffee today, and
yeah,
I'm still kind of slow. That's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, OPR. Is OPR in here? Yeah, he is. Hi, OPR. So the ghost hunt was fantastic. I didn't know you were such a sensitive and could
Yeah.
see these things. And I wanted to, and we're going to get to the topic at hand in just a second or two. We're going to be talking about portals here tonight. Natalie has a really cool thing on portals here, and we're going to get to that here in just a second. But I wanted to kind of go over this just a little bit. Everything happened almost exactly how I wanted it to Saturday night. I wanted to follow Jilly around, and we did, and it was amazing. I mean, it's really funny. Between the two of you, we were walking down the hall, and all of a sudden, you guys would stop and start talking to the wall, and like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Who are you? What's your name?" And I'm like,
Hello. Oh yeah,
so
it was amazing, and I learned so much from
yeah,
Jilly, and
yeah,
she kind of, I guess, opened my eyes, the third eye, a little bit more, and taught me how
mhm.
to ground myself. And
Hey, Jason.
because there would be a lot of times where I was not able to ground myself, and the
Right.
spirit would almost take over, and I would have to walk away. So now I know how to do that. And but yeah, I witnessed, whispers in my ear in one
Mhm,
room where a spirit whispered Becky, and
mhm,
I'm like, who's Becky? And Julie goes and was connecting with the spirit, going,
mhm.
why, like, almost like, why are you calling my name? So there was this, that was phenomenal. And to
Yeah,
have those spirits move through us and just get that cold chill and the tinglies all over. So
yeah.
it was really cool.
We never did find all of the post-it notes.
No, so I had a whole bag of them, and I think something happened. I
Yeah,
don't know what happened to them. So they
yeah,
are probably still at the ranch, to be honest with you.
probably. I remember you got them at Walmart when we got drenched, so they were probably there still.
Yes. Oh
Or
God.
I might end up finding them in the Jeep in the back seat someplace.
That
So
too, that
I put
too.
all the
You could be,
groceries back
because
there.
we just started throwing everything in
Hmm.
there, because it was
Hmm.
the raindrops were like this big,
Yeah.
and it was torrential.
In typical Missouri fashion, it was nothing, downpour, nothing.
Yep.
So
Becky.
no, I did not steal them. I did not
Ah.
steal them. So Saturday was fantastic. Sunday we drove to Emmaus, had an incredible investigation there at night.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to tell them what we saw Monday morning, or want to leave that
Yeah,
for?
yeah.
Let's leave that.
So a big group of us, stayed at an Airbnb
Hmm.
near Emmaus, which
Right
was
across the street.
right across the way. And by the way, side note, beautiful Airbnb. If you're
Hmm.
able to stay there, definitely stay there. Super cool. But it's in the forest,
Hmm.
deep in the forest. And we started after we went and investigated Emmaus, we came back and we're all sitting around outside, and we're hearing knocking, we're hearing howls, we're hearing vocalizations, we're seeing orbs in the hills, and it was pretty phenomenal. Now, we were not geared up to go into the forest because of the
Right.
ticks and the hornets, and it's quite dangerous. So we didn't want to come back with Lyme disease. So the next morning, um, some of us got up really, really early, went outside, and we were hearing stuff.
Hmm.
And so then we took a little bit more video, but we came back and we started walking the property just
Hmm.
at the tree line.
Hmm.
And we kept hearing these knocks. And I went to step, and something made me look down, and I saw something, and it had, just some leaves on it. I removed the leaves, and it was an impression, a footprint.
Hmm.
and it was 19 and a half inches long.
Mm-hmm. And
And
that was,
so,
and I was using an app on my phone, so I don't know. Hey, look, a pink post-it note.
right, look at
Um,
that.
it
Yeah.
was approximate. Yeah. And
So,
I'll have these pictures on here for Saturday. So we'll
yeah.
be able to see them better
Yeah.
and
So
stuff.
you could see the heel, you could
Hmm.
see the toes, and you could see the arch where it had moved up, where the toes had pushed it down. And so it was, we're just sitting there going, are we actually seeing this?
Hmm.
And where that footprint was softer
Hmm.
ground,
Hmm.
where other parts were not so soft. So this was like the perfect place. We tried looking for other prints, but where this was and where the other foot would have landed was on a bunch of limbs,
Yeah.
and where you could see where maybe a path up the hill, but there were no other footprints that we could
Yeah.
possibly see.
Yeah.
And whenever you find a footprint, you have to take it in stride, but when you have a footprint, and yes, and then you start hearing vocalizations, and you're hearing knocks, and yes, we could see the metatarsal break, which is that, you have that heel and the toes, and then they move like
Mhm.
that to push off. That's how they get their speed.
Yeah.
It was pretty phenomenal to
Hmm.
see the whole thing. The video we took did not do the print justice, because there were such
Yeah.
granular details that with the naked eye you could see, but not on the video, which I was
Right.
so bummed about that. So we were pretty happy about that.
Yeah. It was cool. And some of the wood knocks. So I don't know if you guys remember the growl that Krista caught out at Emmaus months ago or whatever, and had it analyzed and stuff, and no one could figure out what it was. When you were walking, and when we were walking over to Emmaus, I don't know if you got this on film or not. You
I
were the only one
didn't.
filming. No, you didn't.
I didn't. I
Um,
already checked, because I was
Damn.
there. The sound of the road and the
Hmm.
traffic,
Hmm.
it picked up that, not what we were hearing in the
Yeah.
hill.
It. I heard, and I don't know if you heard it too. The exact same growl that
Hmm.
Krista captured, and that was pretty darn amazing.
Yeah.
We did hear, like you said, the knocks. I sent it out to a bunch of people. They said it's very interesting. And then Brandy kind of broke it down this way, and I don't know which way to lean now, because two people have said that it sounded like someone hammering on wood, on a flat piece of wood. We were in a valley, so sound's going to
Hmm.
travel and kind of echo around, which it did. And where we were standing and hearing it, directly behind us is the people that live behind Emmaus. Maybe they were making something, banging on wood. So, I don't know.
But
Yeah,
with that said, are they going to be doing that at night and early in the morning?
exactly.
So
So,
that's another thing. And I want to stress to everybody that when you start hearing things, and you're hearing vocalizations and knocks, and you
mhm,
see a footprint, it's all of the evidence piled on top of one another
mhm,
that gives you a greater view. Who is going to be pounding on wood late at night and early in the morning?
right,
I
right.
mean, somebody with insomnia, maybe.
Could be.
But
Yeah,
with the footprint and the growls, and
yeah.
Brian heard a howl, I believe.
You heard a howl last night.
Yeah,
And go ahead.
yeah. So go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish yours.
Okay, so with all of those pieces of evidence together, then you can build something more. If
Hmm.
we only saw a footprint, okay, we have a footprint. Or if there was the banging, yes, it could be somebody pounding on whatever. It is
Hmm.
such a cool vibe to see all of that evidence line
Yeah.
up, and now you've got something significant.
Hmm. And that the wood banging or the wood knocking, tree knocking, whatever it was, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I mean, that one I would still maybe question. That
Yeah.
one would be the only one that we don't have an answer for.
Yeah.
But well, we don't have really an answer for most of it
No.
except the footprint. Um, but that
Somebody
that
sneaking their kids Ritalin. Yes.
yeah, yep, sure are. But the growl that we heard,
Hmm.
that was when I heard it, it was exactly what Krista heard, what she
Hmm.
captured, the exact same thing. So maybe there is something out there. We didn't get a chance to go back in the woods. I had shorts on, you had jeans and your boots on, but we weren't ready to go back in the woods. So
Mm-mm. We were
we'll have
not
to
because
save that for another time.
we were not protected
But
enough.
no, yeah. And this is going to kind of lead into our topic for tonight, which is portals.
Hmm.
So Sunday night, while we were sitting in the driveway, talking, drinking, having a great time, talking about all kinds of stuff that we can probably only mention on Donny Cho's channel.
Yeah.
And trust me, I have a list. I added more to the list. So
I gotta. Jim goes. You mentioned my boots. He goes itty bitty boots.
itty bitty boots.
he was
I
making
mean,
he was making fun of me
they're
before
just tall.
because
They're
my
just
feet are
long.
so tiny.
Yeah, they're so tiny.
The itty bitty boots.
Yeah. Um, let's just leave that up on the screen for a while. No, kidding.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you had mentioned the orbs, and we were seeing across from Emmaus, and I think you saw it behind our Airbnb as well once or
Hmm.
twice.
Yep.
Brian saw it. I saw it. Little small white flashes of light.
Hmm.
And the last time I was at Emmaus, we were down by the asylum. You know where that is? Up
Hmm.
the last building that we could really go in before you get to the woods and the three buildings
Yeah.
and the church that are up on the hill that you can't really get into. Aw, your feet
Thank
are
you.
adorable.
My little 5.5
You're too nice,
size.
Joey. Wrong,
No.
but too nice. Anyway,
You're just wrong. Go ahead.
smallest boots on the ground I've ever seen. I would have to
Yeah.
agree with that. So the last time I was there, we were out sitting out there behind or right by the asylum entrance, and I was seeing white lights in the woods. So, and then Sunday night, Brian saw them as well. But it was right after we saw the light that we would hear the growl or whatever it is that we heard.
Yeah.
So, what was it that we saw?
Right.
Could it have been a portal opening up and then these creatures coming out of it and wandering around?
Hmm.
And that leads us to our topic for today.
Yeah.
We're kind of talking about this on the ride back to the airport Monday. We were going to spend like 10, 15 minutes talking about it. It's 30 minutes in. Here we are. So
Yeah. Here we are.
sorry.
And no, I knew this was going to go further because I mean we
Yeah.
had so much
Hmm.
happen in a very short period of time, and it was just fantastic. I mean, what an eventful
Yeah.
weekend that was. So
And
um
T-Bone, they weren't that big.
they
They were
weren't
from
big.
a long distance. So I mean, it just looked like a little it almost looked like somebody was taking a picture and the flash would go off on the camera.
Hmm.
Um, something like that. But I mean, we were a great distance away, but it was up high in the trees to where no one could be sitting up there. Well, I guess you could, but
Well, I guess
who?
you could, but here we are. And I mean, to be honest, we're outside because we wanted to be outside, but it was drizzling
Hmm. Hmm.
and it was a little chilly. And I can't see anybody wanting to be in tick and hornet infested woods while it's drizzling rain just to say, oh, let's flash this to see if anybody sees it.
Yeah. Or hey, I got an idea. Let's go up on top of this tree and get a picture of the back of this
Yeah.
haunted, abandoned asylum.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah. You never know. But
Yeah.
it was really, really such a cool vibe. But
Hmm.
talking about portals, we on Saturday after the event, after the conference, we did a roundtable. And the question was posed, you know, beyond what we personally investigate now, what else would we want to do? or investigate further that we normally don't do. And so many of us said that we want to investigate the scientific pieces behind the energy that is created and portals and what further scientific evidence that we can find.
Mhm.
And, they talked about quantum physics and quantum mechanics and the science behind it. And the government has been doing experiments for many decades about creating portals. One of the most famous ones is the Philadelphia experiment. And so, if you were to see that movie, which is a really old movie, it talks about the actual experience that they created. It was an energy shift, and it was a mass amount of energy to create this portal. Now, we've had witnesses in the past talking about seeing a portal in the forest where
Mhm.
it opens up. It could be dark where you're at. Through the portal, it's light.
Mhm.
We have had witnesses saying that they see a whole different scene on the other side. If you could be, in a forest area and on the other side you see jungle, and it's a different time of day. We've actually had someone witness creatures coming out of this portal that were aggressive and wanted to attack the group, and how they had to fight them off. They went back through the portal shut down.
Mhm.
So, in these experiments that the government's been doing, and this is going on all over the world, this energy creates a portal. Now,
Mhm.
what we see and what we have witnessed, me personally, is being in the forest at night and hearing metal on metal knocks, the bang, 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 multiple times, and then all of a sudden a flash of white light just happens. And it's like those old cameras that you had where, oh, smile, and this flash would go off and you would be blind for like a good minute.
Mhm.
And that's how it was, but in a massive, massive flash.
Mhm.
And then I saw, and Jim witnessed it too, we saw orbs happen. Other people have witnessed in the middle of a forest a metal door slamming shut, and there's nothing around for miles. So, how do these cryptids move? We've heard of, we witnessed these footprints of Bigfoot moving through, and then all of a sudden they just ended for no apparent reason. And so, how did it leave? Well, did it go and, transform into an orb and go through a portal? We don't know. So, what I'd like to do is for myself, I'm learning more about portals and
Mhm.
how cryptids, paranormal, even aliens, UFOs use portals to navigate from one point to another, how they shift their energy and how they're able to become, a flash of light, then transform into an actual being that you can physically see. So I'm going to put this question out there for the folks in chat. What are your thoughts about portals and orbs and how these creatures go from one point to another? Because I would like to hear your outlook on this and
Mhm.
what your thoughts are on it. And Barbara, I agree. They are
Mhm.
energy. And somehow, they are able to shift and create energy to transform, to shift into another entity, such as a Bigfoot, a dog man, a
Mhm.
rake, whatever it may be. And you hear about skinwalkers, the shapeshifters. You know,
Mhm.
do these things use portals? I think they do. That's how they're getting out from one point to another. Skinwalker Ranch, there's portals there. So, throwing it out there, Paul, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, before we get into that, as you were talking, right at about 35 minutes,
Hmm.
as you were talking, you were kind of moving and going back and forth, and nothing really changed on your background. at the 35-minute mark, and if somebody, if you guys want to kind of roll back the footage a little bit, I can't right now, but I have it marked down here that I'm going to go look at it after the show's over.
Mm-hmm.
At 35 minutes, you were kind of moving ever so slightly back and forth. Your background lit up.
Oh,
It got it
yeah.
almost like it was burning out, and then you barely moved, and it went back to what it is now.
It, you know what?
It's
It does
bizarre.
that
Yeah.
sometimes when I'm on this show. If anybody notices, it will do that, which is so odd.
Yeah.
And it does it. I use
But
this same computer, the same everything for other work, never does it.
okay, that's weird.
I'm going to have to get the REM pod out. That's what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that and how weird it was. And I mean, you were moving a lot, and it's almost like if you get close to the camera, your the background will white out, burn out, whatever you want to call it, and so you can see you clearer. But you know, you were moving the whole time, and it didn't do that. Anyway, as far as portals, I would think that, you know, of all the times that we hear them stories about, you know, whatever the creature was here 1 second, and then next second they're, you know, 200 yards away or whatever. How in the world can they do that?
Yeah.
I think that has to be, well, it doesn't have to be, I guess, but that is a very good explanation on how they get from point A to point B in a blink of an eye. Because you don't hear them. From what I hear, I've never witnessed this. I want to make that clear. I've never witnessed this. And really Monday was the first time I ever had an encrypted encounter. But anyway, from all that I've heard, you don't hear these things as they're flying through the forest that fast.
They glide.
Right. And to me, if you're running through the forest at lightning speed like this, which is greater than the sound barrier, wouldn't you be breaking the sound barrier? You would hear the explosion, and you would hear the trees are in the way. It's not going to be a path sometimes. So yeah, that's let's get some of these answers that I've starred here. Amy Creel had, we've heard the metal on metal sounds in our pasture, like someone passing sheets of tin up to a roof, but nobody's back there.
Right.
Interesting. Very interesting, Amy.
Yep. It is. That's crazy. And I think that those noises are heard. Oh, here we go with the light again. Those noises are heard.
How's it moving?
In so many areas. And it's not just in the Smoky Mountains. It's not just in some place. So many people have heard this all over in the forest where there's nothing there. And it's metal on metal. And I truly believe that those are portals opening up.
And, you know, this is just our belief. We don't know. Yeah. I certainly don't know. I don't want to say you don't know, but we don't know what this is.
No, we don't. That's why we want to talk about it. We want to learn
that's why we
more.
want to figure it out. We want to investigate it.
Absolutely.
And by the way, after Monday, seeing that, I'm all in on going in the woods.
It's addictive, isn't it?
It is. It is. So BJ had this. My thoughts are now I'm wondering about the tapping noise in my videos and the floating orb in the air before me. I've always thought we've had one here, but so the tapping noise that she is referring to, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, BJ, some of the videos that you sent me of the orbs or the objects in the sky, whatever they might be, there's absolutely no sound to this, whatever this thing is that's moving. And if BJ, if you could send that to me again, I'll put it up here sometime. I don't know if I can get to it now or tonight. You see that, and it's funny that I was talking about this in the van today with my job. Anyway, you see this. There's no sound, and I remember asking BJ, "Were you walking? Was anybody else out there with you? Were you typing on a typewriter? Because that's kind of what it sounded like." And all you hear kind of broken taps and stuff. And I've heard that before on other UFO videos. So Who knows what that was?
Mm-hmm.
So then Boondock Mojo. I almost walked into a portal one time when I was metal detecting. I remember smelling ozone. I know the smell of ozone when I almost got struck by lightning at summer camp.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh. Oh wow.
by the way, really cool picture. That's a really cool picture of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But to that point, I mean, that smell, that's great information. You have this smell, and when getting struck by that lightning strike that came so close to you, that is pure energy. That is an extreme amount of energy connecting. And this is what we believe these portals are this energy created to open up this portal to get to another dimension, another physical location, wherever that is. And we hear that you see a Bigfoot and they duck behind a tree, and then all of a sudden they're gone.
mhm,
Well, did they just disappear? Some people believe that they
yeah.
cloak and they become invisible. Some people believe that they can open a portal and go in the portal and hide or move to a different location.
Mhm,
So there's no really right or wrong because it is the unknown. And this is why we have this, is to have a group come together. What are
mhm,
your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Let's take a look at this. Let's do experiments. Let's
mhm.
investigate. Let's try to rule certain things out and do a scientific method of a process of elimination. And sometimes what is what you think is the impossible answer can possibly be a possibility that you have to take into consideration.
Exactly. Boondock then said his metal detector was going crazy. I bet it was.
I bet it
Um,
was.
yeah. And this is all part of having an open mind about things, and not being so closed-minded that we could say one theory and then no, that's not going to be it. We don't. That's not no. We if it's
No, you
yeah,
you could say I
yeah,
think it's this, and I'm going to
mhm,
say
yeah,
that's a great thought
yeah. We'll listen to
because we
everything.
don't know.
So Gary, why isn't that working? Gary heard the metal door closing at Brown Springs and the LBL. Okay,
Hmm.
two places that I would love to go to. Um, so let's see
Yeah.
here. What else we got? I know we had another one.
Hmm.
Okay, John
Area
Temperine,
51.
Area 50. What? Huh? What?
It
What Area
was,
51?
yeah, where I'm not being able to move. Oh shoot. Okay, I just messed that up. So anyway, talking about Area 51
Did
being
somebody say that in
where
chat?
they testing portals just like a less than a minute ago. Um, where Area 51 is testing portals.
Ah,
I am not shocked at that at all.
I think Area 51 is Portal Experiments. Watch the new
Hmm.
Superman movie that has it. Yeah, I I don't think anything is ever going to come out about what's going on at Area 51. I mean, Bob Lazar can say and do as much as he wants and stuff, but I don't think that anything is ever going to come out about what's at Area 51.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
No.
I think they're reverse engineering stuff. Um, I think some of our top secret weapons are there, aircraft, whatever. Um, of course, they're not going to say this. They're
Mm-mm.
not going to say that they have captured damaged UFOs that they're trying to reverse engineer. Why? Would you? I mean, would you let your
Yeah.
enemies know that you have
Right. You don't
this
want to
stuff?
do that. You want to make
No.
sure that that's kept a secret. And yeah,
Yeah.
I think Area 51 is a testing facility.
Mhm.
Let's test out this weapon. Let's test out this new device that we have that could fly and be under the radar. I'm sure that they're doing a lot of experiments, military experiments there. And portals can definitely be one of them. Wouldn't
Yeah.
that, just blow the mind of the enemy going, we've got our shields up, so to speak, and all of a sudden, boom, a portal opens and an army shows up.
Hmm. And then boom, they do their attack, and boom, all of a sudden they're gone. Where did they
Yeah.
go?
Yep.
So why not? Again,
Why not?
no one knows. Anything is possible. Whatever.
Yep.
John Temprine. I had the slamming metal during hunting and shortly had something growl and followed me out.
Oh.
Wow.
Ay.
I mean,
Yep.
well, that could be them coming out of the portal and
Yeah.
up from wherever they're at and coming to get you. Now I know I had talked to Greg Ogles about this once
Hmm.
before, and you could maybe elaborate on it a little bit more about
Hmm.
what he would love to do if he ever finds a portal.
Yes. So if he ever finds a portal, he wants to take a drone and fly it into the portal to look at what is on the other side, test the energy. There were a couple of reports that people walked through a portal and came back out and they passed away from cancer shortly after that. So there could be some radiation involved in these portals, and the radiation damage caused the cancer. So we definitely want to take a look to see what we're able to capture. And yes, Mr. Moist, that's Greg. And so that is something, but it's so difficult to predict when where one of these could end
Mhm.
up. And if there's a portal that opens up on a regular basis in a specific location, then you would be able to conduct that experiment. And I think right now we're just, taking a look at that. So,
Mhm.
you know, I mean, the
And
Skinwalker Ranch would be the perfect place if they're able to
yeah,
take a look at that.
and um, you have to be in the right place at the right time with
Hmm.
one,
And
just to see the portal, and two, just to have all your equipment ready to go
right,
because you don't know how long these things are open.
right.
And
And if you
yeah,
have a really expensive drone doing all these experiments and all of a sudden you take it through the portal and that portal shuts,
hmm,
that's money lost
yeah,
unless
and
you're waiting there for that portal to reopen to get it back.
that's somebody else's toy now.
Yes.
Um, it's I would love to see what's on there. Like I think you said before. I mean, people have seen the portals open up and see, what do you see, jungle on the other side or
Hmm.
whatever. Who
Yeah.
knows? I mean, that would just be incredible.
Yeah.
But now let me ask you this question, and I have some more questions or answers or something that are starred. I haven't read all of them, but
Fantastic.
if you could put anything that you want us to talk about in all caps again,
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it so I can see, because you know me,
Yeah. Well,
whatever. Um, what was I going to ask you?
see? Pink
Would
post-it
you,
notes. Yeah, there
Mr.
they are.
Mr. Castro was here, and there's one. Where's the other one? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Anyway, while I look for this, if you are lucky enough to see a portal opening up,
Hmm.
Mickey was here.
Yep.
Um, would you risk your life and everything to walk through a portal
Not
just
at
to see
this
what's on
time.
there?
No.
Okay.
Not at this time. I would not risk my life to do that. There, because of the unknown. My kids are still, my kids are 17 and 20. I don't
Hmm.
want to, leave them right now. Maybe later down the road, years down the road, if we find
Hmm.
out more about these portals, do some experiments, have better understanding of what is involved in portals, then maybe. But I would not risk it because you don't know if you're going through that portal and ending up in Zimbabwe or in a whole different dimension
Right.
or on a whole different planet.
Right.
You don't
It's
know.
it's like
So,
you're reading my mind.
and so if you go through it and you end up somewhere where you certainly don't want to be, you're
Hmm.
stuck.
Yeah.
If that portal closes, you're done. You're stuck. And
Yeah.
if it opens again, is it going to open in the same place
Right.
for you to get back home?
Right. Exactly. Um, Bigfoot Fades. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Fades. Fades. Okay.
Mhm.
Our portal is just remote viewing. I don't know. yeah, obviously we don't really know what they are,
Yeah.
but as far as remote viewing goes, the one time that Brian Bowden, and this is just the one time that I remember being remote viewed, um, Brian Bowden was doing the remote viewing when we were down in Arcadia, Missouri, at the haunted location there, and he was seeing stuff in places that he had never been there, and he was picking out awnings above doors that were there, and there's rooms that were there. So I don't know, and we didn't see any portals opening up then. So I don't, as far as portals being remote viewing, I don't know. Um, so
I mean, it's a great point.
yeah, it is a great point. It is a
Yeah,
great
it's a
point, and
great point.
I'm not by any means saying no, you're wrong at all. I'm just saying that my opinion, when this was happening, I didn't see any portals, so
Hmm.
I don't know if that could be a portal or not. But
Yeah.
thank you. There was. Yeah, I should just do this. Um, so going back to Boondock, he was talking about the metal on metal thing. It put me in
Hmm.
some type of trance, but something, maybe my conscious or something else, told me to turn around and walk away.
Mm.
Maybe it was something that was coming out of
Yeah.
this portal and didn't want you around,
Yeah.
didn't want to be seen.
Projecting that energy out of
Yeah.
being that predator and, step away.
Uh huh.
Because we've heard about things, you're in the forest and there's the crickets and the sounds of the insects and the sounds of birds, and then all of a sudden it just goes
Hmm.
silent.
Hmm.
Then that you know that there's a predator in the area, and it
Hmm.
does that infrasound pushes, like, oh my gosh, like what the
Hmm.
heck is that? That gives you that overall feeling like this is it. I'm
Hmm.
gonna die right now.
Um, I love doing this. This is fun. This is a fun show. Yeah, and you guys know me. I love to laugh and crack up and stuff. But this is a fun show. This is a more serious
Yeah.
one. I like this one. And Bigfoot Fadez, I love your questions. I love what you're throwing out there. Um, are orbs floating portals?
That's
Very
another
interesting
great
point.
question.
Yeah.
Another great question. Like the energy that's there, and let's talk through that.
Yeah.
If you have, let's say I'm a Bigfoot and I want to go through the portal, I can't go through in the form that I'm in. I have to go into energy and that into an orb to create that portal.
Hmm.
That energy that's being created, boom, opens it up. I can
Hmm.
now go through and manifest myself back into a solid being again.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think that is an excellent point.
Hmm. Um, Jilly, they're not. My experience are orbs are deceased loved ones' energy. So I mean, we could be, maybe they're two different kinds of orbs. The orbs you see in a haunted location could be that, but then you also see in the woods um, these orbs, and then you get the Bigfoot sightings. So you know, I don't know.
And
That's
Poncho did confirm that I am not a Bigfoot, but
no,
hypothetically speaking, I could be. I'm just saying.
really could be.
Not really. No,
No, not even close
no.
to
I,
big.
I
Have you
am
seen your feet?
so. I got tiny feet.
Yeah.
I'm short. I'm not that hairy. Just got the hair on my head.
Maybe a
But
juvenile?
not even that. Juveniles are probably way bigger than me. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Let's see. Hang on a second. Let me find more.
Okay. There's
Um,
there's there's a lot of
there's a
great
lot going
ones.
around. Yeah,
There's
there's a
a
lot going
lot of
around.
great
So,
ones because I
yeah,
think this is a
very,
really hot topic.
yeah.
And the fact that, you have a topic that not many people focus on.
Hmm.
You hear about portals and orbs, it's always a little side note or like a footnote in a larger story. But no one really talks about, you know, Gary, my toddler Bigfoot is almost as big as Natalie.
It's
That's
not that
right.
big.
That's right. a toddler. Um, so you hear a lot about this, but I think that we should, and based on the round table that
Mhm.
Saturday night, we all want to learn more.
Yeah.
We all want to
Yeah.
understand this.
Yeah. And okay. I love you guys in chat. No one is calling anybody names. No one is arguing. This is what
Hmm.
you're putting out there what you think. This is what I
Yeah.
love about you guys. You guys are incredible people.
Yeah.
Poncho, I think orbs are angels. Maybe fall in our protective energy. Maybe.
Great point.
Yeah.
I think
Again,
this is all great
yeah.
information.
We don't know. My 12-year-old grandson is bigger than. Oh, sorry, little Patty. Whoop, whoop.
There it
I'll figure it
is.
out. Natalie is about a year old and is 4 foot tall.
Oh, Gary, how do you
Okay.
know?
All right. I gotta find out where we were.
Oh, God.
John, some portals are rectangular shaped.
Absolutely. There have been a lot of witnesses to the rectangular shaped portals that open up. And several people that I know personally have witnessed them. And it's a rectangular shape.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw it because there was light coming out. They went to look and they saw a whole different world on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was, we don't know. And then as soon as, they walked up, like, what is that? It closed.
Mm-hmm. Jilly knows me so well. We've only met the one time. She's been on the show several times. Squirrel.
Yep. 100%. You know him so well.
T-Bone. No question is no. Question is wait. Question
Nope.
is no.
You want me to help you?
Yeah, read that for me.
Okay. No question is wrong. No answer is wrong when it comes to the woo.
Okay, thank you.
Woo.
I've gotten off track and I can't find some of the ones that are highlighted.
Yeah. And I mean,
Um,
with this, I wanted to have this conversation because so many people come out and saying, well, what's this? What's this? Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's presenting on it.
mhm.
Nobody's really having those deep conversations specifically about portals and orbs. I think we should because that's what people want to know more about. And I want to know more about.
Yeah. Yeah. I had an older friend, retired Army Ranger, Vietnam era. He told me about the Dulce one night driving home from Montana when I took a shortcut through the corner of New Mexico. I don't know what that meant.
About Dulce. Is that a
And,
location or is that an experiment that the government did?
and that was a long way back in chat, so I don't know.
Okay. That's
Boondock, if you
incredibly
could,
that's
yeah,
I'm going to have to look that up. I'm going
yeah,
to mark that down
okay.
so I can
Um,
research that.
oh, well, I want to actually change this. So Bigfoot says, why are more portals, orbs seen in the city versus the woods? Take the Y off there, are more portals seen in the woods versus the city?
Yeah.
I mean, are they?
And you know, with that said, orbs, you can see more orbs in darkness
In the
because
woods?
of the energy.
Mm-hmm.
I have picked up orbs on my thermal that you couldn't see with the naked eye. And so it was really kind of peculiar because I have the therm up, it's in the day, and I'm seeing an orb, which I didn't know what it was at first. I thought maybe it was a little rodent on the path. So I'm just watching this because it was so weird. And then all of a sudden, this little heat signature was running around. Then all of a sudden it goes boop, 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 and just flies right off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what was that? And then it
Yeah.
all of a sudden appeared right in front of me.
Mhm.
within like 4 feet, like peeking in and inside and out in the air. And with the naked eye, I saw nothing. I only saw it on the therm.
Mhm.
So if you're in the city and there's a lot of light coming in from wherever, you may not be able to see it. If you were to grab like a monocular that's a therm, try it out. Whoever is in the city, just try it
Mhm.
out, because then you might be able to see something that you can't see with your naked eye.
Mhm. So one thing to remember here, and you might want to look this up. Some portals are dust particles. Just remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're they
100%.
can be very hard to differentiate. I know there's a long time ago, Krista was on here and she kind of had to talk about that, and she had up a slide. I don't know if I might actually still have that someplace.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's just be careful with that too.
Mm-hmm. Because
Um,
what you might see in there, and just the other night, I had the camera out, and what I thought was an orb turned out to just be this little floating dust particle. That's
mhm,
why I kept shining my light down, like this is so odd.
mhm.
And then it was just very, very weird.
Dario from Italy. Where did you see the orb exactly?
Which time? I could tell you where
It
I
was.
saw the orb that I just talked about. It was in the forest during the day while I was walking on a path. And it was a well-traveled path, but at that time it was a little too cold. So we were walking down there and just kind of observing, just to see what it held. And we were actually waiting until it got dark, and then that's when I put my thermal up just to see if I could see anything. And that's when I saw it,
Mhm,
and I looked over and there was nothing there. Then I looked back,
mhm,
and this little orb was just dancing. And I confirmed it wasn't a dust particle because it was dancing in and out, and it was a good size heat signature. And it kept dancing and dancing, and this went on for 2 and 3 minutes.
mhm.
And then that's when it went boop 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 and just danced off.
Yeah,
It was so weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
Um, where was this? Go back. Hello, hello. I had this here. So SoCal Squatcher, she said that she doesn't normally see paranormal activity. I heard my guinea pig, and this is completely different from portals. I heard my guinea pig, who is in heaven, squeaking earlier today. I miss that little
Oh.
guy. And my kid saw my mom last week. She left us in 2017. Figured I'd throw
Oh.
that in.
That's fantastic.
It is fantastic. And
Those are the spirits wanting to
mhm,
say hello.
yeah. And I've
I
been
think
told
that's
many times that
wonderful.
my family's all around me.
Hmm.
Um, this past weekend, my grandpa was with me
Yeah.
in Richmond.
Yeah.
So they they travel with me, I guess. Um, uh,
Yep. They do. They travel with you. They're always with you.
oh
They're
yeah,
always
oh yeah.
around you watching.
That's why I try. And somebody said this one time to me, and it pretty much like your screen went light again.
Yep.
Um, it shouldn't be called ghost hunting because
Mm-mm.
you don't really have to be hunting for it. Just
Yeah.
they're all around
Yeah.
you. Boondock. I had an orb growl at me and my friend one night behind my house. It growled right after he said, "I'm gonna rush it." Whoa. And then looks like he
Oh
said here, I
my.
don't know if this was, I told him not to do that. I have to live here and you don't. He walked off and said, "You win, Cole. I believe you." He left for Alaska the next day. He gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's not coming
I
back.
did.
But yeah, that says a lot right there, that, you have an orb growling at you.
Yeah.
That is, transfer of energy. We got growled at just the other night.
Hmm. Yeah. And we'll get into that. And I haven't checked, but I believe I have that on video because I was
Okay.
recording at the time and I didn't check it, but we all heard it with our ears.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
and that was really bizarre.
Because I thought that was, Greg's stomach
Yeah, yeah, so did I.
after all that he ate, and he confirmed that was not his stomach.
Yeah. Um, I don't have any more starred, but I know there were some.
Okay.
A lot,
Well, we can definitely. Oh,
a lot of electric and energy in the city too. Yeah,
yep.
correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that makes you think, wouldn't it be cool to go into the city, have a therm set up and just observe,
Mm-hmm.
what are you seeing versus through the therm versus what you could see with your naked eye? Is there a difference?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. That,
Yeah.
and these kind of conversations will help you open up your thoughts and your mind going, where can we go from here? What further can we do? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, David. Hey, Crystal.
Um. Yeah, it's a shame Dave didn't make it to the conference. I know they were kind of
I
talking about it. It's kind of a
know.
trip for him, but that's all. It's all good.
Yeah.
There might be another one. We're not sure.
Right.
Um, so you never know.
Hmm. Yeah. And, I would love to, I don't know if they've had or discussed having another one or not, or have made the decision, but, we can really talk further about, what more can we learn? And even, having each other have like that round table was phenomenal.
Hmm. Hmm.
Absolutely phenomenal. That opened up my mind to what everybody else is thinking. And here I am thinking, I could be alone. Like, why, I'm just thinking about this. No, everybody else is thinking about it too. So it's, my
Hmm.
thoughts are valid.
Yeah. So you decided on the topic of portals for tonight.
Yeah.
You're doing a presentation at
Yes.
a conference here coming up soon. Let's kind of talk about that conference coming up here in a little bit.
Yeah. So Charlie's Beyond Belief Expo being held in Fort Myers the third weekend of October. It's October 18th, I believe. We're gonna be speaking about different things. There's gonna be a bunch of us there, and we're gonna be talking anything from paranormal to skunk apes to Bigfoot to Dogman to portals to orbs and everything in between. We're gonna have psychics there, and it's going to be in Fort Myers. So if you follow my page, I have stuff posted on it, and you could see me there if you're close by or want to come in and say, hey, that would be awesome.
Mhm.
I will also be at the Skunk Ape headquarters October 2nd, I believe. It's that weekend, the whole weekend. And we're going to have a Gator Wrestling Festival first, where the indigenous tribes of the area, the Miccosukee and the Seminole Indian tribes, will be on location, showing you how the indigenous tribes would wrestle alligators. And it's pretty phenomenal. They go in barefoot in the swamp, and it's nothing short of spectacular. And then that night, we're going to be holding actually Marie with Mid Florida Bigfoot. They're going to be holding a night investigation into the swamp for the skunk apes. So that is going to be awesome too. So I'll be there as well.
You and Gator wrestling. That's
You
just
know,
crazy.
well, it's October, and if anybody is from Florida, you know that gators aren't real dangerous in October or
Why?
in the winter months,
Why is that?
because mating season and nesting season go from about April to June, and
Uh,
that's when they're really, really aggressive.
well, yeah.
And so after that, I mean, you want to be mindful. You don't want to be dumb and just, walk up and slap it. But, you could, during October, they're like, and it is what it is.
Hmm.
And we went into the swamp last year doing a similar investigation, and there were gator slides that had to be 2 feet wide. And that means that's how wide they are going into the swamp. And that was really cool. That was really cool to see.
I bet it is. I've only been
Mhm.
to, let's see, St. Augustine. We went to like a gator farm or whatever, and I mean that was neat. I just pictured myself falling in there and not
Mhm.
ever coming out. Um,
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you do get those folks do get injured. I was down there the last time, and somebody got a tooth to the hand and was bleeding pretty bad, but they laughed it off because it's part of what they do.
yeah. Well, I mean, if that's what you do, then you got to take it with a grain of
Mhm.
salt, I guess. And
But I mean, we're camping right next to miniature ponds where the smaller alligators are. And I mean, they could walk right up and go past your tent, but they don't.
so you're camping in a tent
Hmm.
next to a pond
Yep,
that has alligators in them.
that is correct.
Okay, that's a
And
hard
there are
no for me.
snakes all around. And what's really cool is at night you can hear the owls, which a lot of people will tell you owls, when you hear an owl, just be very silent because it could be, Bigfoot or skunk apes do make those sounds. So you
Hmm.
just have to be real mindful. So just, listen very closely as to what other sounds are surrounding that sound of an owl. It could be an owl,
Hmm.
might not be. So you just stay there and sit very silently and record, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my therm with me. I'm going to take the recorder with me. I'm going to take a lot of stuff with me. So and my swamp boots too.
Interesting that about the mocking the sound of an owl, because
Hmm.
again at Emmaus, we heard one of the times I was there, we heard a lot of owls.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. I mean, it could be an owl. It couldn't, you just have to be mindful about it. Just stay
yeah,
very silent and see what other sounds surround it.
yeah,
Or if you see an owl, that's great. I know
yeah.
there's a lot of hawks down there and eagles down there as well. And Florida panthers, which one? Thank you, Tina. uh, I had a Florida panther come up to my tent in the middle of the night.
Mm,
I think I
mm.
talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I remember you
Yeah.
saying that, and
Hmm. It's pretty cool.
I'd say it, then I'd do it. Oh shit!
So,
Yeah.
but I do take bear spray with me, not just for the bears, because there are bears down there, but
Hmm.
they stay clear.
Hmm.
But if you have a Florida panther that is in heat and sees the
Be,
cougar in a tent and it's just bad from there, and I've got to protect myself, and I don't want to shoot anything because I
yeah,
don't want to hurt anything,
yeah.
but if you have some bear spray, boom.
Hmm.
Yeah.
SoCal Squatcher just got back from tent camping in Sasquatch territory. It was scary. I ain't ready. I think, I think I could. I don't know that I could. Oop.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, I just kicked the bucket.
Oh.
Uh, I I don't know that I could do tent camping again. With the knee replacement and stuff, I can't. I have trouble getting up and down off the ground.
You
For
know,
one,
my kids, bless
Eckhart.
their hearts,
Yes.
were horrified that I was tent camping and sleeping on the ground, which, mind you, I drove there. I made sure I had like a pad down there. And, I had cushy blankets down. So it wasn't like I was on hard ground. But for Christmas, they got me a tent, a cot for the tent. So I didn't have to sleep on the ground and I didn't have to get up because, the knees aren't and the hips aren't what they used to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about you sleeping in the tent in the middle of the woods.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
It's all good. There's other, tent campers there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at
Okay.
one time there wasn't, but I did that on purpose to lure something in. And yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dario. From Italy, we have Italy and Australia and USA, and I believe Canada. T-Bone's from Canada. We have we're countries are very well represented here tonight.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Uh, let's see. Trying to find some more. I think we pretty much covered everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Um,
fantastic.
yeah. Yeah. I appreciate everybody commenting and
Hmm.
letting us know what we had or what their opinions are and stuff. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I
So,
love that.
mhm.
And, and Boondock Mojo, that's a phenomenal thing because I have a small pickup truck and I thought about getting a little air mattress for the back of the pickup truck and having a tent over that as well, because that's pretty cool because then
Oh,
you're off the ground.
yeah,
And
that's a good
but
idea.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I like that idea better than being on the ground. Yeah.
Well, I'm taking my tent for
Tens.
my camping trip. Yeah, that's my voice break. I'm going through puberty again. Um, so yeah, that's what's happening. I heard somebody say something about. Wait, I'm going to take a look at this because I saw something, and I took a picture of it. I just learned today someone called perimenopause cougar puberty. And I suddenly life makes perfect sense. So cougar puberty is what I'm going through right now. That's what I'm saying. That's why my
Okay,
voice
yeah.
broke.
Barbara, I like this thing here. I don't know. I keep bumping it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it there. I need to put it someplace though. Thank you, Dario. Somebody there was somebody else had something, and I again squirrel, and I
Squirrel.
where no, it was after that. She had four. No. Talk about her dog. Oh, come on. I just had it and I
Oh,
lost it.
well, Southern Cal Squatcher
Um,
says you could use PVC pipes and a tarp like a chuck wagon. That would be
there you
so
go.
cool. Can you imagine me in that showing up?
PVC and what?
PVC and a tarp.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I can't find it. It was a good comment too, and I can't seem to find it now.
Oh,
Oh
okay. Well,
well.
I'll talk and you look.
Yeah, keep talking.
Because Lord knows I can talk all night. Anyway, so yeah,
Three and a
we
half
did.
hours in the car. Yep, I know.
Yeah, ask them. I talked and talked and talked. I know. Oh my God. And he's over there with a single tear coming down his face and he's starting to shudder. So I bought him a coffee and he was better. So it is what it is.
I can't find it. I can't find it.
But we had a ton of fun over the weekend. It was so cool and it was great to see everybody. And
Yes.
my goodness, so much fun.
Yes, it was. And like we said, as a group, the Misfits, and we seem to keep growing as we've added Natalie to the
Yep.
land of or the island of Misfit toys. Oh, there was a comment in here about a show that might be happening. I don't want to talk too much about that because you guys are going to talk about that on Blondes and Booze on Thursday, correct? Okay,
Thursday
yeah. So,
night, 9
yep.
p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central.
Mhm.
I'm going to be on there. There's going to be myself and Krista and Brandy and Mary Lynn, and we are going to have an awesome show. So make sure you tune in. And I'm sorry, I just spit. That was so gross. And so make sure you tune in Thursday night.
Can't take you any place nice.
I
You just
know I'm
spit
a
all over the
mess.
place.
I'm a train wreck. I'm a dumpster fire.
Oh. Yeah, so it was kind of talked about amongst everybody, and it's going to be a cool announcement that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not really an announcement. I mean, it's already been kind of talked about. I don't know.
Yeah.
It hasn't been on a podcast yet.
No, it hasn't been on a podcast yet, but definitely tune in because we're going to talk all about it, have some really cool information, and show off what we did.
Yes.
Over the weekend. So
yes.
That was pretty cool.
It's yeah. It was very interesting what they did. BMR in 10 minutes. Yep. Don't forget, head on over to BMR's channel. I don't remember who he has on there.
Thank you, Jilly. You're amazing too.
We had a lot of fun. Jilly is just a great person. I was even talking to you, talking about you, Jilly, at work today.
Amazing.
Yes.
Just a beautiful, beautiful soul.
Thank you very much. SoCal Squatcher. That was weird. Appreciate that. This was a fun show. This was a very fun show. Yeah. Barbara, great show, Paul and Natalie. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just kind of going through and tooting.
Miss you too, Mickey. My goodness, we did. It was so cool.
Yeah, and it's you get to see all these people on these shows. Thomas Sood, yep. or Swede, or I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but that's who's going to be on BMR show later on tonight. So make sure you tune
Thank
in
you,
about
Tebow.
8.5 minutes and check that out. Oh, thank you, Bigfoot Fadez. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Um, it's so neat. And again, I going into this, I wasn't sure what I was more excited about, seeing all the misfits again, seeing you, Natalie, seeing Krista Brandy, seeing everybody in chat who was there that I can't wait to put a face and a voice to.
Yeah.
Because now when I see Amy Creel, I can hear her
Yeah.
voice talk. And when I see Barbara on there, I could see her face and her voice.
Yep.
Same thing with Josh Casto. See and hear your voice. I mean, you've been on here a couple times. And Gary, I mean, it's so great meeting Gary. He's an awesome guy. Everybody here. Crystal, thank you there. Mickey, you know, I've met you before, Mickey. Awesome. Yeah. And, you know, meeting everyone face to face was so much fun. I
Yeah, really.
completely
It's
agree.
so much fun.
Yeah, I completely agree. And just hanging out and, you know, the party night, not doing anything paranormal, just, you know, having a good time amongst friends,
Mhm.
drinks, music, laughing. There was a
Yeah.
ton of laughing.
Oh my gosh. I
So,
laughed until I hurt.
yeah. So, hey, Daryl. One of my favorite nights was Monday night. Not Monday night. Monday night when I was home by myself, away from all you people. That was my favorite time.
Wow, thanks. Hey, Daryl.
I am kidding,
Yeah.
100% kidding. I said the wrong day.
Yeah.
Um, Sunday night,
Sunday night.
we were sitting at the Airbnb. It was you, me, Krista,
Greg
BMR, and Greg. I almost forgot Greg,
and
and Brian Bowden.
yeah.
We were just cracking up. It was just so fun. Um, yeah. So,
Yeah, it
and
was such a good time.
I recorded it, some of it,
That's right, you did. Oh
but
God.
but I promised
Yeah.
I would not air it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
We will
don't want to
talk
air
about
it
it. You don't
because
want to
this
air it.
is this type our show, your show here that we're on here is not that's not the audience for that
Yeah,
what we talked about. But
yeah, yeah.
oh,
It, it,
and
wa- it was fun.
Greg the Moist Man Ogles, that man,
Mm-hmm.
oh, what the
Yeah,
things he doesn't say. My word.
yeah. It is very interesting.
Mhm.
So,
Oh yeah.
okay, so you're gonna be here Saturday.
Yeah.
Krista may or may not be. I'm not sure, depending on what she's going to be doing with Missouri State Penitentiary. Um, uh, if she's going there, if she's going to be here, I'm not sure.
I'm sorry.
But
Amy Creel. It's like blackmail material. It is, Amy. It totally is. Oh my word.
I love these people. I would never do that.
Yeah.
It is going to be for our amusement. Um, I did, like I said, I did make a list. So,
Yeah, you
I don't
have
know if you remember my list from Townsend,
you added to the
Q a
list.
Donny Cho show. There is so much. Let's see, from last Tuesday night show on, there's at least 20 new entries in my list.
Yeah.
It's turning into quite a list, and just in just reading it. I'm gonna read one. I'm gonna read one, and
Okay, okay.
this was in the cabin. This must have been Sunday night when I believe Brian said this. And this is clean. We can do this.
We can do this. Okay.
Um, it never matters what the soap smells like. Never come out of the bathroom smelling your fingers.
That was Greg. That's what he tells everybody. No matter how good the soap smells, never come out of the bathroom smelling your fingers.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah, it was.
And as
I
much
was
as we planned it, as much as I mean, it seemed like last October, November, somewhere in there that we came up with the idea, came up with the name, the location. And then all of a sudden now it's completely over. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. On the upside, you don't have to see that promo anymore, and we won't be talking about Crossing Realms Conference September 19th and 20th at the Eagleton Civic Center. I will have to say, in my best broadcasting voice there, I will have to say that we raised a lot of money. Hey, Donny, is Donny here? Somebody mentioned Donny. Maybe not. Maybe he's not here. Anyway,
Yeah.
I thought he was. We raised a lot of money that went to the museum.
Yeah.
Kathy was just beside herself and just so happy.
She was in tears.
Yeah, several
Mhm.
times.
Yeah.
But you know, I love Kathy to death. I joke with her all the time. I always tell her that whenever she's picking on me, my favorite museum is now the St. Louis History Museum. But no, it's
Yeah.
the Ray County Museum. You couldn't find a nicer person to run that place.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
She's
anyway,
wonderful.
haven't seen many pictures of Donny. There is one picture that you might end up seeing of
Mhm.
somebody running around in underwear.
It's not
Stay,
me.
no,
It's
stay
not
tuned.
me.
Stay tuned. Next Saturday. Those of you who were there, no, don't say who it was. Those of you who are there, no. Those of you on social media, no. Those of you who aren't, don't say anything.
Mhm.
So you will see who that was Saturday night. So anyway, Natalie, thank you very much. This was a fantastic show.
Thank you.
It was awesome. And
It
I
was
think you're going to be. Oh no. I think you're going to do fine on your presentation.
Thank you.
I wish I was going to be there to throw eggs. I mean,
Oh, hey, or throw shade.
to
Throw
support you
shade.
there. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
No,
I got
I
you.
will be rooting you on from afar.
Thank you.
So, and if anybody is in the Fort Myers area, make sure you Fort Myers, right? I got that right.
Yeah, it's Fort Myers.
Hey, unreal estate agent. Anyway, hey, hope everybody has a great night. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you head on over to BMR's channel and check him out tonight.
All right.
And just have a great night. We will see you on Saturday. And all I have to do is hit this little button. There is no outro music. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Wait, wrong hand. Let's do that.
Oh, yeah.